Okay, so let's watch this gypsyrose case.
And I think it would be very hard for
Okay.
anybody to not have a moment of being taken aback.
Oh, not even censored. Yo, this documentary is crazy, dog. Yo!
He censored in this video,
All right,
right?
let's do this.
Surely.
Gypsyrose Blanchard speaks out after release from prison. I don't know anything about this person. Well, I know some things about this person, but
Yeah, I don't know anything about this person
I
too.
know that she was a victim of Munchausen by proxy, had severe mental health issues, and her mother was basically like keeping her captive. They got a lot of donations as a consequence of that. They got a house. Her mother was poisoning her. Now she's popping off because she had a Hulu series, I guess, right before her release, and it came, I guess, during the time when everyone really got invested in true crime. So she's a bit of a legend because it seems like her with her psycho boyfriend at the time, apparently Rose Blanchard, she and people saw that as like a valid kill, which I think it's fine. I mean, the boy, but she also was
Valid kill, huh?
complicit
Okay.
in the murder. Anyway, let's watch.
With Gypsy Rose Blanchard. In her first interview after leaving prison for her role in The Mother, she sat down with 2020 anchor Deborah Roberts. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning, George. Her dramatic life of tragedy and survival has just captivated so many, especially Gen Zers, in a way
So
that
is he going to prison or what?
very few have. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who helped her mother to escape a life of suffering and abuse, has been the subject of countless media stories and a Hollywood series. Well, now she's a free woman, and she's telling her own story.
I share my story to be a cautionary tale so that the next person that might be in a situation like mine, they don't take the route that I did.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Controversial opinion alert. I'm scared because there's so many things that kids see on TikTok that they want to and even fantasize about, like mental illnesses that they may have. I'm worried some Zoomer TikToker is going to watch this and be like, oh, I have the same situation, and then kill their parents when their parents have not been doing that at all.
Is finally tasting
Alright, that's
the freedom she's long dreamed of. Tell me
you definitely not do that.
about the day you stepped out from behind the prison walls.
You don't realize how much you're restricted in prison. I felt like I was in a black and white world and I just stepped into Technicolor. It was amazing.
Her world shifting after spending nearly 9 years in prison for helping plot the murder of her own mother. Gypsy, a victim of her mother's psychological disorder, commonly known as Munchausen syndrome by proxy, in which parents seek sympathy through the exaggerated or made-up illnesses of their children. Since childhood, Gypsy's mother, Dee Dee, portrayed her daughter as frail, disabled, suffering from multiple illnesses, including leukemia and muscular dystrophy, subjecting the girl to life in a wheelchair, a feeding tube, and unnecessary surgeries, even having some of her teeth removed. It was all a lie. When you look at these pictures now of Gypsy Rose, what do you think now?
I don't even associate with that little girl.
Oh, there's a brain to take. That's like a 90s parent crying about blood in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, you're right. I'm so wrong. TikTok certainly doesn't have the capacity to create dangerous challenges. People who definitely go out and buy a bunch of ridiculous things that they see because it's popping on TikTok. Kill their parents. I'm just saying, it happened.
Girl anymore.
Do you recognize her?
I don't.
Oh,
I
this chat is actually
know that it's me,
insane.
but at the same time, that isn't me anymore.
Your mom has been portrayed as a monster.
I don't believe my mother was a monster. She had a lot of demons herself that she was struggling with.
Yeah, try to act like the Blue Whale Challenge never existed. It's all good.
I didn't want her dead.
I agree. Shooting random pedestrians in GTA builds serial murderers. There's a very real difference between something in the real world motivating people to do the same thing in the real world versus a video game that motivates people to be violent in the real world. There's no evidence for the second thing, video games motivating people to be more violent in the real world, but there's certainly evidence for the first thing, people seeing something and then repeating it in the real world, people seeing something in the real world and doing it in the real world. Bro, that doesn't happen. The things that we just brought up, like the blue whale stuff, is real. That did happen. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about art motivating people to do stuff, but copycats exist. Real reasons as to why, for example, people don't cover all the gruesome details of murders when they are happening. Why? Because people do copycat murders. I don't know why we're acting like a concept as old as the printing press itself is now somehow a new revelation. I don't know why. I feel like today, more than any other day on this broadcast, I have a lot of naysayers. Now, I don't expect you to agree with every single thing that I say, but I do definitely expect you
Naysayers, that's a word.
to at the very least think critically and make good counter arguments, not simply bro that doesn't happen, or not simply making a comparison that is false and easily disprovable. All I'm saying is, think critically.
I just wanted out of my situation, and I thought that was the only way out.
In 2015, Gypsy says she reached a breaking point and plotted with a boyfriend she met online, Godejohn, to kill her mother. Gypsy would later plead guilty to second-degree murder. Godejohn was convicted of carrying out the stabbing death and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Is it fair?
The Blue Whale Challenge was shown to be fraudulent stories that show causal links where none existed. There was no evidence of any of the other claimed instances being caused outside of influence. Okay, copycat murders are still real though. All right, let's continue.
Fair that he is incarcerated for life for killing your mom and you're out?
Well, I'm sure that we both have a lot of regrets. All I can really say is that I did my
No, that's not how it works. Okay, he was like extra crazy, had priors, totally valid. I think, as far as I understand, for him to be in prison and not be able to get out. You know what I mean? I feel like. Also, I do feel like there are, there's going to be inequality. Like at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break, and it's unequal and it's unjust because some people actually end up seeing the 3-minute ad break, some people luck out and only see 1 minute of ad breaks, and then some people don't see any ad breaks at all because they
Good
subscribe
one.
for $5 for free. So, it sucks to suck, but that's usually how it goes, right? That's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles, if you will. The Blue Whale now from seeing, it seems like a ghost story's been used to link unrelated suicides. Do you know any confirmed accounts of it? No, I just remember, I remember reading about it and believing it. It can totally be one of those old internet legends. That part is totally valid. It still doesn't change the reality that, yes, people do see things in the real world and want to repeat them. And I think people are still jumping on the blue whale thing over and over again, like this person. Copycat murders existed before TikTok, though. Exactly. And I think people are just trying to, jump down my throat to be like, oh, dude, I got you. But then you also made my point for me. I never said TikTok is the exclusive reason as to why people do stupid things that they see. TikTok certainly does, alongside many of the other social medias, have a tendency to
He did kind of mention TikTok in
exacerbate the
the
things that you
beginning.
exacerbate the worst aspects of our harmful behavior. I think I'm gonna stop responding to people in the chat and continue watching this.
My time. He's doing his time
He
for
probably should do that.
his part. And I wish him well on his journey.
During her prison stay, public fascination with Gypsy exploded. Her story portrayed in multiple documentaries and a drama series, The Act.
I'm so trapped.
Yeah, by the way, I never was saying that like there's gonna be a massive amount of people who think that they're they have Munchausen by proxy and killed their parents. I'm simply saying that this could absolutely lead to a copycat thing that I worry about, but could also not. I don't know why everything has to be this massive debate, guys. I hope you guys understand that you probably shouldn't behave like this in the real world because it will lead you to have zero friends. One aspect of like debate lord existence to just never have real friends in the flesh world and only have friends in internet forums. Like you don't have to debate the veracity of
He literally had debate.
every claim, even if I'm making like an offhanded remark. Not everything has to be all that serious. We're talking about some true crime shit. Don't have any friends on the forums either. Yeah.
I can't tell anyone.
Gypsy now sharing unscripted personal details about her past in a Lifetime docuseries, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
You say that you were addicted to painkillers. How serious was this addiction?
You know, this is really hard to talk about because it took me down a really dark path. But I felt like it was my only way to cope for a time.
So when you made this decision to take part in the killing of your mom, were you high?
Yes, I was.
And do you blame that for your decision?
No. I don't blame drugs. I don't blame anything. I don't make excuses.
And now?
And now I'm sober. Now I haven't used in 4 years, and I don't feel the need to. Hey everyone, this is Gypsy. I'm finally free.
Her journey sparking a cult-like following online.
Do you feel any conflict with that? You've got fame, even though you participated in a murder?
So how many years did she get?
Of course I feel conflicted. Fame is not what I'm looking for. I always said I think I'm infamous, and then I came out famous.
You've had shots of your selfie out of prison. You've commented on your love life. Are you enjoying the attention?
Honestly, I'm a very shy person. I don't think that I'm doing anything that anybody else wouldn't do. I'm being myself.
Ryan Anderson, her new husband who wrote Gypsy in prison, was waiting outside the prison doors after his wife's release.
Oh, I missed you.
I miss you too.
But you're really together physically for the first time.
Yes.
We call it newly together wins.
What are your plans? Do you want to have children?
We've talked about starting a family. We just don't know when at this point. Our lives are pretty hectic right now.
So this is your happily ever after, the girl who liked being a princess?
It is, yeah. I had to kiss a couple frogs to get to this one. Here's your face.
Murderous frogs. What the hell? You gotta watch the View clip? Wait, what? She's on the View too?
Right now, please listen to me. Heed my words that you are not alone in this situation. There are other ways out. I did it the wrong way.
Don't say that.
I did. I did something wrong, and I paid my dues for it.
That part.
Yes, the part of it. That part of it. Yeah. Where are you going with this? No.
Like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. Just a little bit of murder.
So I did.
All right. Does anyone have like a good story on this? Does anyone have a good
Yeah, so depending.
Her IG post about people bullying her husband's looks? Yeah, I saw that. Gypsy Rose Blanchard defends husband Ryan from negative comments online. Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We don't owe anyone anything. They jealous because you are rocking my world every night. ... Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life, heart. Meanwhile, her ex-boyfriend got life in prison. Yeah, bro, her ex-boyfriend's a bit crazier than her. You know, I don't understand why. I feel like a lot of people just see stuff on Twitter and just wait. Oh, he responded. Who said I give a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha. ... Now come get it, baby. ... What is going on? That post is fake. Killer Trav. What? I want to know like what happened with Gypsy Rose. Nice little true crime action. I kind of want to watch it like here, but now I want to skip to a point that's like relevant, that where we're at. You know what I mean? And I feel like it would be over here, I guess. Anyway, the 3-minute break is upon us regardless.
Because they were stories that resolved in happy ways, and ultimately her story was not resolving in a happy way.
Wait, is she also a subject matter expert who has a?
I liked the Disney movie Tangled. It's about Rapunzel. She's a princess of this kingdom, and she's kidnapped by Mother Gothel from her real family. And Mother Gothel keeps her in this tower for all of her life and tells her, don't leave this tower. So that is all she knows.
I think that Gypsy just wanted her life to be like any fairy
Oh, is the BuzzFeed reporter who first interviewed her? Okay, respect.
tale princess and have the perfect ending. You know, all the bad villains get what they deserve.
At the end, Mother Gothel died. She got thrown out a window because Rapunzel tried to stand up for herself and leave her tower. But in Disney movies, everything's a fantasy. It's a fairy
Yeah,
tale.
she probably was tangled.
And life is not a fairy tale. I learned all that the hard way.
Damn, she
I
got
don't
interviewed in
call
prison?
Gypsy Sheltered would do it justice. I've kind of come to describe it as a fairy tale nightmare.
Muhammad, would you call her kid after a slur? Yeah, that's I think the most problematic thing that she did, honestly. Like the other stuff is one thing. That's a big no-no. That's what I was thinking too.
Her mother controlled almost every aspect of her life.
The control was total, in the same sense that the control of a kidnapped victim sometimes is total. Her daughter was in essence a hostage, and I think we can understand the crime that occurred subsequently in terms of a hostage trying to gain escape.
Okay, but also why
Anytime
did she do
Gypsy and I
that?
were together, her mom
Chatters, you're about to find out, I guess, the hard way that, especially in America, most people don't know that that is a slur. Like, they don't care, and people that do also don't care. Like, straight up.
was always present. She was immediately like a filter for us.
I didn't even know what the slur
You know,
was.
like, Gypsy wouldn't talk about anything personal while we were together. That's like really the big red flag, thinking back on it all now.
Didi would always hold Gypsy's hand. You know, it was like, I don't know, it was almost like, you know, just if I squeeze it, you'll know what to say. I mean, that was just so strange to me. Just to feel now, I think that was really strange. Even in videos I've seen since then, I'm like, yep, it's the same thing. It's like she's holding her hand. I mean, now it was maybe a control thing.
The hand-holding and the tight hugs is a way of asserting mastery over another person and saying you're not free. You're under my control at all times, even in relatively benign situations like are being photographed, getting the Habitat for Humanity.
Tolerant Europeans have no derogatory word for Roma people? No. Dude, where are you coming from? That you're like this ferociously defending like the Roma people. Okay? No, there is a word. Of course, in Europe at least they know what like the Roma people are to be racist towards them. My point simply is that My point simply is that in America, people don't even know what it is. That's the difference. People have no idea what a Roma person is.
Home. You know, those are innocuously happy occasions, but there were also occasions where Dee Dee reasserted her mastery over Gypsy.
My mom, if we were in a group of friends, you know, if I said something that I wasn't supposed to, she'd squeeze me hurt. And I know. I was just afraid, just too afraid.
I have a strong feeling that the extent of the control over her, heavily psychological as it was, would have involved physical punishment as well.
She'd hit me with a coat hanger, or her palm, and I'd have to take so many slaps for depending on how severe it was that I did.
Did you ever try to hit back?
Never.
It's like if you have a baby and you like get in its face and the baby starts to struggle and get away from you. Now picture that happening for your whole life. Right? Your mother is just in your face and will not get away.
Why is the LGBT community adopted Gypsy Rose so hard? Because they love messy bitches with drama, and there's nothing messier than murdering your mom. Like, are you kidding me? That's a lock. Like, what do you mean? 100%. They're like slay queen, literally. It's like being the peak of being a girl boss. No, be serious. No, I'm not joking, man. What are you talking about? Oh, Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard is ready for that Drag Race guest judge gig. She was the sweetest. She would eat. Be serious for once. I'm being serious.
Basically what Gypsy's whole life was like.
It's snowing. I'm not joking. They said it's snowing, so I'm staying under my heating blanket. And I'm not getting out. She wants to get out. Ain't gonna happen. Let her dog take care of her.
That's damn terrifying.
Her mother was so suffocating, so powerful, so manipulative, that Gypsy may have felt any efforts to escape were bound to fail.
The first time I ran away from home, I had met a friend. We both went to the sci-fi fantasy convention called Godejohn. I had told him vaguely about what was going on at home. He told me, you know, just pack your stuff and you can come live with me in Arkansas. And
that's terrifying.
He said, okay.
A fate worse than death. Living in Arkansas.
I snuck out, got a ride from a stranger, and went over to his place, and then within like 4 hours, my mom found me at his place because we had mutual friends in common. So she was starting to call the cops on him. And she took me back home and smashed my computer with a hammer.
Yeah, I mean, that's valid.
Said, if you ever try
okay, to be fair, the fact that she didn't call the police is odd, especially because he didn't originally call the police and instead was like, come live with me, vulnerable young girl. I am your friend. Like, that's the only time when the mom was like, kind of like, no, this is my thing. Like,
it's concerning.
Fuck you, okay? I'm the one who gets to abuse her, not you.
I do that again, I'm gonna smash your fingers with a hammer. It was a rough year. I call that the bad times. She had taken this dog leash and...
Hassan, don't start with the mom. I'm sorry. I'm afraid this is the one instance where the mom is like kind of correct. She was over 18. Yeah, not mentally. At that point, like, she didn't think she was over 18. She's being like purposely drugged. That mom ain't ever correct. Dude, that's such a wild ass take. You were speaking from a really privileged position. Maybe people who had abusive parents were traumatic as fuck. I'm simply stating, I don't think that dude was actually honest and had good intentions. I don't think that dude who said, hey,
privileged position, what is talking about?
A vulnerable young girl that I met at VisionCon, I have good intentions in, you know, getting you to come and stay with me. No, if he had good intentions, he would have like probably called the cops, right? I'm sure he didn't, but it was probably better than the abuse he received. Wait, no, aren't they still together? No, this is a random person. What?
And flipped it to a pair of handcuffs and put the handcuffs to the bed and kept it was like that.
This is something else.
For about 2 weeks, my mom had actually convinced a lawyer to draw up some papers saying that I was incompetent. So I thought if I had tried to go to the police, they'd look at these papers and say, she's I know what she's talking about.
Whoa, cancel her.
Gypsy is essentially...
That's a double slur, dude. Her name is Gypsy and she said the R word.
Fallen through every crack there is in the system. The Greene County Sheriff's deputies came out to the house on an anonymous report that Gypsy was potentially being abused. And they came to the house, they spoke with Dee Dee, and Dee Dee did exactly what she does all the time. She manipulated the police officers, showed them a few things, and they left.
That doesn't mean it's her fault. Wait, what? Why would I ever blame her? What? I'm not saying it was her fault. I'm saying the guy is a bad guy.
And at that point, Gypsy has absolutely nowhere else to turn.
Literally everyone failed her. Literally. The doctors who were positioned as there to help her didn't help her. Her father, who I think was in a very difficult position, couldn't help her. How was she supposed to think anybody could?
I was just kind of at that point where you're like, I'm angry at the world, and this is unfair. Why couldn't anybody figure this out before it got this bad?
Over here, baby.
We all kind of did see how Gypsy was being treated by Dee Dee. Not that it was like horrible, beating the shit out of her in the back room with a freaking cable, you know? She put her in a wheelchair and told her, oh, your leg's messed up. You can't walk.
Her sister told me once, Rod, you know, Gypsy can walk. And I asked Dee Dee about it. She's like, well, you know, with her muscular dystrophy or with her disease, her muscles hurt sometimes. So sometimes she can walk when she's feeling okay, but it's progressive. It's going to get worse. And it wasn't long after that they were, you know, started moving further and further away. And you know, there's nobody there to question that anymore. You know.
After all of the doors had been closed, family, friends, the police, I think that Gypsy felt she had no other avenue.
Godejohn?
I met Nick through a Christian dating website. It was one of the
Date a pastor, meet single pastors near you. View profile 100% free. Damn, bro. Dudes who are 6 foot do need a nerf, you know what I mean?
profiles that I saw. Thought he was cute, so I checked him out, sent him a link. He sent me one back.
Damn, that is not Christian-like at all. Okay.
Wink.
What is going on these websites, man? They're sending winkies out on Christian websites, on Christian dating websites. They got winks. They need to... A winky.
Once you met on there, what happened?
We got closer on there and we connected more and more. The way that we clicked, we somehow just knew we were right for each other. 4 days later, we started a relationship together.
Gypsy had no
Oh, cringe. They still talk? No, man. He's like a serial offender and also in permanent prison. He's in permanent jail. Oh, gross. This right here is
template for
public too.
romance. It wasn't this sort of heightened Prince Charming narrative.
Prince.
And Nick just happened to be there. His background equipped him with a bad narrative in different ways. So it was like two bad narratives collided with each other.
What kind of person is somebody never met? What kind of person is it? He's pretty quiet to himself. You know, I mean, we always tell him he's got to get out and go. You know, sure. He's like, oh, I'm freaking backstabs. Everybody backstabs him.
Yeah. He has autism, you know, Asperger's. And the thing diagnosed with autism and Asperger's. Yes. Okay. Last doctor talked to, they said his mind is probably going to be 15, 16, right around there.
At first, it was all lighthearted. You know, if you got married, where would you like to have your honeymoon? You know, where would you like to get married? Where are all the places you want to travel? Different things like that, normal stuff. And as it progressed, things got weird. He started talking about something called BDSM.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, can I not? Is it implied nudity or some shit?
What?
Wait, he said we can relate to this from opposites of it, sweetie. Oh my god, bro. He's into furry shit. Yo.
Oh, Furry. Come on now.
I feel like this dude is built like a hater of mine. Like, I feel like a decent chunk of my online haters are literally built exactly like this mother. From the mental illness side all the way down to like the physical output. It's just like everything. Down to the unique interest in BDSM furry shit.
And at first I didn't know what it was.
The Furry.
Once I looked it up, I was like, I don't want to do this. And then he kind of just talked me into it. It's like, it'll be fine, you know, just try this with me. And so I agreed to it.
I'm embracing my role in duties. I'm learning more about myself. I'm confident, fulfilled. I live in breath to serve my master. My soulmate is the most desirable voice ever. It's like he can say anything.
I was taught that a woman's role is to be submissive, and the man is dominant. So I didn't think.
Yes, baby. This does make me think of you as Belle, my Princess Belle, who you would be.
Then his ex had messaged me, and she told me, you know, he's a really bad guy. He thinks he's a vampire, and he's into all this dominant, submissive stuff. And I was thinking, it's just an ex, you know, she's just bad-mouthing him. She doesn't know anything. She's jealous, blah, blah, blah. She was right.
Godejohn also has a criminal past. In 2013, he was arrested after investigators say he was watching pornography and fondling himself in a McDonald's restaurant for 9 hours. Police find
9 hours? Yo, 9 hours?
9
Gooning at McDonald's for 9 hours? Okay, like, obviously gross.
Oh, that's absolutely insane. How can you even watch that long?
Very illegal. Definitely should go to jail. But a part of me is like, that's impressive that you were able to masturbate for 9 hours. How is that possible? I feel like my dick would evaporate, dude. After the 4th hour, I'd be like, my forearms have given out. I've used both arms at this point. This guy is the moderator of the Goon Cave. This guy is a lethal gooner, okay? Like, the fact that it's in public comes secondary to the impressive feature of 9 hours of just punishing your meat. It makes no goddamn sense. Yeah, Nicholas Godejohn, more like it, dude. What the hell? This makes no goddamn sense.
a large knife during the arrest.
I really don't know what's wrong with him.
Bro, okay, let me tell you something. McDonald's don't want to stay inside of McDonald's for 9 hours, okay? Like, every part of this crime makes less sense than the prior part, okay? He was inside of a McDonald's for 9 hours masturbating. Where is the stamina? How does he find the stamina?
But, I mean, it's not like I ever had a boyfriend before, so I really didn't know what was a normal relationship.
I don't know how much he told you about me, but
Yeah, I think he's just watching the commander.
multiple perspectives.
Have you been diagnosed with that?
I probably should be diagnosed with it because it just happens. The thing is, I used to take a medication. I used to hear voices in my head.
Okay.
And when I went and it somehow has hurt myself.
Okay.
So,
Does Gypsy know that?
yes, she does know that.
Okay.
His multiple personalities would come out, and he had talked to me one day, and he was just like, you know, I would like my other personalities to have a girlfriend. So I made up some individual personalities to match his other personalities.
The one inside of her is named Kitty. It's like a little girl inside of her.
I was scared, I thought.
You got another one called Candy. She has an evil side of herself as well. Just to call her Ruby.
It was deaf, dumb, blind love. And sometimes it's a bit crazy love.
One of the most interesting things about this case is that no matter how much control you have over an individual, you can't stop adolescent sexuality from blossoming. Her whole life, this had been a subject that was forbidden to her. And ultimately that turned into a
Yo,
really destructive force.
what the?
We would die, kill, do anything for each other, but he's the only person that I've told him.
Probably about a year into our relationship, I just couldn't lie to him anymore. And I just told him everything.
Why did nobody know she could walk?
Her mom wanted everyone thinking that she was like 16 the entire time. So, yeah, she felt kind of trapped on like a wheelchair when I actually was trying to encourage her to go more.
It really didn't come up like, I want you to kill her. But he had said, I'll protect you from anybody. And I said, anybody? And he said, yeah. And I said, even my mom? And he said, yeah. And that's where it kind of developed from there on. We call it Plan B. But we always push it back. You know, it was just a thought. It was never a reality. We'll consider other options. We had planned a meeting at the movie theater. I and my mom was going to go see Cinderella, the live-action version of Cinderella. And I was like, this is a perfect time for us to meet.
Yeah, 5909,
I'll buy your
I'll
ticket,
remember.
and you come to the movie theater, we'll meet. And, like, we're just meeting as new friends, and it's going to be perfect.
Okay, he's not going to show it that.
She wanted to have sex with me, so I did.
Okay, she wanted to have sex with you?
Yes.
Wow, did her mom know?
Pretty sure from her mom.
Okay. Where did you have sex at in the theater?
It was in the bathroom.
Okay, in a girl's bathroom or boys' bathroom?
She just took me to the boys' bathroom. I didn't have any choice. So I went to the boys' bathroom. It was okay with it.
Okay, okay. And then what happened after you guys had sex in the theater?
We went to our movie and watched it.
They were looking at you.
Believe me, they were looking at you.
I don't know what it was, but apparently the night got wounded in some way. I was trying to understand what was wrong with her mom.
She despised him. She was like, he's creepy, he's weird, he's coming to see a kid's movie alone by himself. And now looking back on it, yeah, it is weird. We were the only people in the movies, and he didn't have a kid with him or a girlfriend.
Once again, mom is right, but like also wrong at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like very weird. I'm not agreeing with her because I know the outcome and I know what her motivations are, but like I do totally, yeah, it just everyone sucks except for Gypsy.
He's just this guy going to see this chick movie.
Couldn't you have said that you have a friend? Did you want to introduce them?
Well, I would have had no way to meet him. You know, I can't say, I met him online, or she was all the time with me, so there would be no other time to meet him.
He's all mess
She's
up.
not right for the right reasons. No, she's right for the wrong reasons. Like I think she's like, no, this is my thing. Like I get to abuse her, nobody else. You know what I mean? Like she was right for the wrong reasons. Like she clocked another abuser from a mile away because she was like, this is my territory. Move the fuck on. Do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Plans seemed to fall apart. I just got desperate.
Godejohn is a crazy last name, by the way. Why do you say that, baby? Because I finally allow myself to accept you're my everything. I will go with you and live our dream.
We took a Greyhound bus. I managed to scrape up enough money to pay for him a ticket.
I'm in Springfield.
And the next day we went to the grocery store, came back home.
Whenever I see like American suburbia in the fucking Midwest, I'm like, no shit, there's so much murder, death, and destruction happening, bro. It's so goddamn ugly. No character having ass starter homes left and right. These are the lucky motherfuckers that actually do have homes, by the way. Situation's way worse. Overall, god damn, dude, I'd be doing opiates too. I'd be doing opiates left and right, bro, if I had to live here. What the hell?
She went to sleep very, very late, and I was up texting Nick.
Let's close outside the front door and the squeeze. I try to open it enough just to get it closed gentle. I'll hand you the knife and duct tape inside, darling. Oh my god! I'm doing my nails too. I'm painting them a dark pink.
We painted each other's nails. And I acted like everything was fine.
Bro, people hate living in Missouri so bad they murder their moms and shit.
And we had meet up.
Bro, what do you mean caveats and top of the hour ad breaks? Brother, we did that already. I did that so long ago.
And I said I was going to be a good girl. And then she went to sleep. Because I hurt her feelings or something. And she said, I'm starting to feel more relaxed. Don't hurt me. The last word she said to me was, don't hurt me.
I'm here and you get your ass to the bathroom. You open the door, he said. Murder coming, by the way, in like a minute. Yes, sir. I'm going, sir.
I got kind of in a fetal position and I covered my ears. And I heard my mom wake up. And then she sounded startled. And there was some noises that I can't make out. And I heard her say my name a couple times. And she said, help me. And then there was just silence.
It's coming.
Did she scream?
Here comes them.
Oh, god damn.
This is about as clear a premeditated murder as I've ever seen.
They just straight up show the body, chat.
It's brutal.
Oh my god.
And I think it would be very hard for anybody to not have a moment of being taken aback.
Oh, not even censored. Yo, this documentary is crazy, dog. Yo! Bro, link please? Link please?
They do not care at all, huh?
Put on a list. Many different holes poked inside of this woman named Didi in Missouri. It's bad. They just straight up show you. Dave, what the fuck, how did you not know that? No, someone in the chat told me 5509, 5530, they show the body. Straight up. Did they do it again? To be fair, they also showed her like butt pics. So that was weird too.
No. You didn't stick your penis anywhere on her? Nope. Are you sure?
Nope.
Positive.
100% positive.
Okay. Did you stick your penis in her mouth?
Nope.
Okay. Did your penis touch anywhere on Dee's body?
Nope.
Okay. Did your mouth touch anywhere on Dee's body?
No.
Okay. You kiss her or
nope.
lick her or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. What do you think about people that have sex with dead bodies?
It's quite disturbing, honestly.
Okay. That would bother you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry with these questions. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he said some stuff like how he wanted to have sex with the mother's dead body, and she said, don't do it. Gypsyrose said, don't do it to me instead, and then he her. So trigger warning on that.
I don't like necrophilia.
Okay. Because
Yes.
I think one of the things that she might have said was that you had mentioned that you...
Actually mess up.
Yeah, at one point I was thinking about it.
Okay.
Bro, that is way too casual, dog. What is happening? He's so casual. Why is he like, oh, I was thinking about it. Like, bro, you said it like you were thinking about, buying a pack of smokes or something.
That's what he wanted to do. He was like, I'm gonna do it my way. So what I did was I made a deal with him. I let him, and then he wouldn't do that to my mom.
So you guys have sex?
Yes.
And what kind of sex? What is sex like to you?
Well, to me, the
Just casual, huh? Jeez.
pretty much what 100% consensual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, are you biting her? Are you punching her?
No, I would never lay my hand on her.
Okay.
I didn't even bite her at all, actually. Not for a long time, that is. The very first time she was sitting here, that was a turn on her, biting. I bit her twice.
Okay.
The first time I can't remember. The second time I can remember though because I bit her a lot harder the second time.
Okay.
However, she seems to still enjoy it even though it was really hard.
Technically, once we got to that point, I screamed for him to stop, and he didn't. So I don't consider it to be consensual.
I barely felt any pleasure, actually.
Okay. All right. Is there a reason you didn't feel pleasure?
I don't know. It's really hard to say. I did make her have an orgasm once.
Okay.
And then after that, she might have blew me a little bit, and then after that, I think we stopped because we realized there's a lot of packing stuff to do.
Okay. So you guys get everything packed, write down the fingerprints, and then what do you guys do?
We get a taxi and we get to the hotel.
That podcaster portrayed this as consensual, by the way. No, that podcaster didn't portray this as consensual. The podcaster portrayed the first time they had sex as consensual, so I don't know if there's going to be nakedness here, but...
Hi, honey.
This is one day after the murder. They're chilling in a hotel.
I'm doing it.
Oh, his booty cheeks kind of show a little bit.
He's eating a brownie. But later, he will be eating me. I loved Nick very much at that time, and being with him felt exciting because I was with someone I loved and someone I thought cared for me.
Hey, Adam's here.
We took a Greyhound bus back to Wisconsin.
He just started disturbing.
My mind wasn't thinking back to what was at my house. I just kept thinking, I'm free, and that excitement of being free and walking. I always reference myself to this little bluebird that was trapped in an invisible cage, and I felt like this bluebird was set free.
Did you guys talk about your future? What was your plans for your future?
We wanted to have a family together, and we wanted to build a life together, and so we thought we really had a chance to do it, so we were happy about that.
Alright, turn your mic. Let me see you. They can't hear you though. Okay, they can hear you now.
What's your last name?
Kaya.
Kaya?
Yeah.
Does your mom and stepdad know what you did?
It just means rock in Turkish.
So far.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna interrupt this this broadcast where we're watching the Gypsy Rose Blanchard documentary. Do you know who this is?
Okay.
Your mom said she was sick?
Yeah.
What's it called? Babe, what's it called? Where the
Munchausen by
mom
proxy.
said you were sick? Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I guess I was telling that